actually, if they were to lift this damn thing and make it so it had more than an ant's height in terms of ground clearance, this actually would be pretty good off-road with the right tires.
Man, Mazda needs to make an off-roader.
I know. Can you imagine if they did like a Subaru style like front bumper that would, with approach angle in mind?
Because you don't have any of the downfalls of a dual clutch or a CVT here, like some other people have tried to do recently in other brands.
I'm sorry, Subaru,
it just works
on you, but the CVT has limitations off-road.
Yeah.
And this just doesn't have that limitation at all. Also, the traction management is really good when it activates. So this does tell me that the real intent for this is if you live in, you know, an icy or snowy climate, this thing's gonna dominate.
Well, unfortunately, no one's going to buy this in overland any of these, but more people should be buying these in overland. These, put a little lift on it, have some fun with it, put it on Instagram. You'd be the only one. You might get a lot of followers.
Who knows?
There's a business idea for you. You're welcome.
Maybe down the road we'll try that out.
All right, y'all, tomorrow's the day. I just want to show y'all what we're gonna do. So these are going to CX9. So far, I think this is gonna be the biggest tire to date ever recorded being thrown on a CX body. We're going with some Toyo Open Country AT3s and 265 7017s, brand new. Here's two of them. The other two are over there. Shout outs to LP Aventure for hooking up with the wheels. They gave us a pretty nice discount. I'll link y'all in the description below where you can buy these. These are nice. Support local, Canadian company. The specs are 17 by 7.5, I think, on a 20 offset. And here we've got the lift kit. 1.5 inch spacer lift from HRG. These guys, made in America. They hooked us up with a discount too, and they gave us a discount code for all y'alls that you can use. And these are good quality. So I just opened the box and contents. It comes with instructions. It's just going to be handy. It comes with a sticker, and there you go. So these are your camber bolts for the front. These are the fronts, actually. Probably another. Yeah, so two front spacers, two rear ones. Just open one of the rear ones. They look to be like really well made. There you go. Here's the spacer for the rear. It goes over the rear spring. So, and usually I do all my work myself, but as you can see, we don't have enough room for a frickin' large size SUV. So just gonna take it to a shop, have them do all the work, put it on, get it aligned, and see what it looks like. But before that, I'm gonna take some measurements on the current height on the stock wheels. So stock wheels are like, what are they? 255 50 20s on, I believe, 20 by 8 plus 45 or something. So let's take some measurements from the rocker to the ground, front bumper to the ground, stuff like that, and compare later after the lift. So I brought everything inside so I could open them and inspect them closely. The steel looks to be of thick gauge and the welds are good quality. So I expect these to perform well. If you want an update on how these perform, sort of like a review, make sure to like this video and subscribe. I guess here you can see some imperfections, but not like it will matter. In the areas that do matter, I think it'll be just fine. An interesting thing to note though is the stickers labeled are CX5 and CX30, so I'm going to assume that the diameter of the rear spring and the shock top mount is the same size throughout those three CX bodies, the CX5, CX30, and the CX9. So that's helpful to know. All right, so now we at the lot right outside the gym. Sorry for the noise. I'm not sure why everyone's like revving like idiots, but let's see. Rocker to the ground. The sock setup, we are at about like 9.25, 9.25 inches. From the front, sorry about the wind noise. Right up in the middle, front bumper, we are at, and yeah, 10.5 inches from the front. So we'll see afterwards. What is up, y'all? I'm on the way to the shop to get these tires on. You can probably see them in the back there. I'm actually nervous about the size because, like I said earlier, this is going to be the biggest tire attempted to date, I think, on a CX body. I've seen 265, 65, 17 on both the CX9 and the CX5. I'll show you that here. But no one's tried a 265, 70. I know it's like barely an inch bigger all around, but you know, I just hope it doesn't, you know, I hope it clears everything. One of the things I'm worried about is how close the stock 20s are to the strut. Here's a picture that I found online. But our wheel offset though is at plus 20 compared to the stock size, which is like plus 45. And just in case, Dylan also gave us a 5mm spacer, so we will be using that as needed. But wish me luck. I'll show you guys what it looks like in a few minutes here. Oh man, the tires are in the way. Okay, so I made it home. No rubbing, but I do see where it rubs on like tight turns, but I got it home with no rubs. I don't know if the video does it justice, but it looks way more aggressive. It's better in person. But yeah, that's an 1.5 inch lift from HRG. 265, 70, 17 tires, Toyo Open Country AT3s on 17 by 7.5 plus 20 offset. I think the fitment you would call flush, or pretty close to flush, not quite, still within the fender line. Don't hit the car, no, watch your handlebars. Here, let me help you. What do you think, Jackson, of the wheels and tires? You like it?
Cool, but I want to go home.
Yeah, and the ground clearance is evident. She sits way taller. I'll take some measurements when I get to a parking lot and get back to you guys. All right, so post lift and tires measurements are looking like 11 inches. From the middle is 12 3/4. Yeah, 12 3/4. I could definitely tell that it's a lot higher. Yeah. All right, so I've been driving this thing around for a week. It doesn't rub. Let me know what you think I should do to it next. I'm thinking probably a rack with a light bar on top. Or let me know if I should do ditch lights on the hood. I thought that'd be pretty, a little too much for this. Like, you know, kind of look funny, but let me know what you think. Subscribe because we're gonna try it out on the trails next week and put this through like a light trail, see how it does. Thanks for watching.